You're pushed further and further until you're actually through the walls. You're now going through space that is kind of impossible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when we move through the walls, do you mean like we kind of like kitty pride through the walls, or like the force is actually breaking the wall behind us as we're getting pushed back?
No, you kitty pride through it.
Dope. That's weird.
You keep going too. Just keep going.
What the hell? How do we get out of this?
I don't know, but I think as long as we don't end up in a wall when it stops, we should be fine.
Yeah, but we can't be too far
Right?
away from the our bracelets.
Oh, you're way too far away. If there was a detonator on it, it would have gone off by now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are the bracelets even reacting right now, or are they also in the frozen time?
They're not reacting.
Well, I mean, we have to get back in time, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to make a run for it, I guess.
There's a sudden, like, you're being pushed now through the air because of the like curve of the moon, like because of how far you've been pushed. So you're now leaving the ground.
Oh no!
And
Nia?
Yeah.
I tried to grab all my friends.
Nia, now would be a good time for you to learn how to fly.
I can hold on to me.
Is it like a Tinkerbell situation? Do we all just have to believe in you? Because I believe in you if it involves not dying.
Okay, we can try. I can't. I gotta. Mia's desperately trying to think of blue skies right now.
Do that thing that Jeff did the one day. Maybe that'll make this reset.
I don't know how to do that yet. I only got to the darkness part.
Marisol actually looks scared.
Yeah, the U2s have probably formed a chain at this point.
Once you're far enough out, you're like pretty much, we'll say 30 feet up in the air, all of you. There is a single chime that goes off, and then just like that, you start getting dragged back super fucking fast through the air. So fast that everything starts to appear blurry and streaked and warped, and then everything goes black.
Guys, can you see anything?
Marisol's grabbing at herself.
But Nia's clinging to both of you. To anyone in arm's reach.
Oh my god, we're still alive.
Can anyone make light?
And initially, one of the U2s goes,
Jim?
Jim, can you build a light? Oh, wait. Shit.
Jim here?
Jim, can you see anything?
I'm here.
Can your stand
Can you
see anything?
Oh, can my stand see anything?
No.
Nope.
Marisol starts generating ripple in her body to like just have like a brief aura.
You generate that aura, and when you do, you light up your surroundings and find out that you are at the beach house. And the light from you is being met by the natural light of your surroundings.
Are the arm pans going off?
No. In fact, they're not on your arm.
What?
Guys, where are we? I mean, I know we're at the beach house, so I guess when are we?
That's a good question.
Yeah, U2 heads towards his room. Is it still there?
It is there, and it's actually very nicely furnished. More nicely furnished than you remember.
What about my room?
Your room's
I was gonna say, the other three U2 spread out and start like combing the place for the differences.
Oh, actually, there are no other U2s. There's just you.
Oh.
Then before I ran off to my room, I feel my forehead. Is there not a diamond sticking out?
No, there isn't.
If I do a pose, does a cameraman appear?
Nope.
Yeah,
none of you have stands.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah.
Oh, we're in Joe Deshi's timeline.
Yeah, U2 comes back and is just like, yeah, guys, my room's different. Like, it's nicer, but it's still mine. But yeah, turn down for what isn't here either.
I bet my room doesn't even have a weird chart. I go look at my room.
I don't believe that for a second, Nia.
Marisol's looking sadly at where the bracelet was. Guys, do you think that what we heard about the ELO, do you think...
Nia puts a hand to her shoulder. Well, if there's a Jodeshi here, we can go fight him about that.
Yeah, I mean, at some point we got to go back, right? I mean, if not, they all are about to explode for no reason other than we aren't there.
Let's not worry about that. Let's search the house.
She nods.
Okay.
Is there a Jodeshi here?
There isn't, but there is a room that would probably pretty clearly be his, because it's just filled with empty soda cans. There's a video game console. The bed's on the floor. There's several like rock band posters plastered around. It's not anybody's room that you would recognize, and it looks like it belongs to a bit of a slacker asshole.
He was
Um,
definitely here at
Yeah, I was
some
gonna
point.
say you two goes down to the basement. Is Simone down there?
Yes, actually, Simone would be down there. Simone, you are a successful biologist and scientist who works with this group of people. This is not you. This is the ideal you, the ideal Simone who never had a stand. In your ideal position, what sort of research would you be doing?
Probably genetics, something to do with how they relate to the aging process and things like that. Yeah.
Here in your home lab, you're taking kind of a break then on your, like, you are so close to the breakthrough in cracking this code that, like, you can taste it. In this version, Holland is still alive. Yeah, Simone would know that.
Yeah. As you two makes his way down, he's like, Simone, are you here?
She'll probably look up from probably her, since it's a break, just reading, and looks up. Hmm? Yeah.
Oh, hey. This might be weird, but did we just leave or have we been here all day?
You've been here all day.
Yeah, you two's eyes kind of squint and just goes, right. Okay, I guess I just had a really rough night last night. How's things in the lab? Are you still? And he kind of looks around and he's like, what happened? Where was the robot you were building?
Robot? What robot?
There, I guess he kind of gestures in the area where she was working on it. And he's like, yeah, you had something going on down here. He's like, I don't try to mess with your stuff because I don't
No robots.
know what a lot of it
Uh,
is.
I work in genetics, though.
And Yuji's eyes kind of get kind of wide, and he goes, "Oh, yeah. I mean, I know you did biochemistry stuff, huh? Okay. Well, I guess the rest of us just got home. If you want to join us upstairs, I don't know if you're busy or not.
Oh no,
but-
this is my break, so I'm fine. And she'll kind of put down her book and start heading up.
Yeah, you two will follow behind her, and again, he'll probably take a look around and try and like, was that there before? Is that new? What was here before?
I guess that'd be up to Simone. What would be there that wasn't there before as you're a geneticist? Do you have like
Well,
a green setup? Is it brightly lit?
yeah, brightly lit. It's instead of being like kind of freaky, it probably have hang pictures of several vacation pictures with Holland and things like that that would not be there with Simone as she is now, rather than her ideal no stand self.
There's a knock at the front door.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go open it. Yeah.
It is two people. It's Mr. Mister and Mr. Jr.
Oh,
You two will be confused seeing Mr. Mister as they never met, but he'll, I guess, see the resemblance in them.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, Mr. Jr., what's up?
Oh, hello. We're just here to follow up on some research that we were doing. We couldn't catch anybody by the Moby, so we decided we'd come and see if we could catch any of you here. I guess you guys were all sleeping in after that whole big thing that happened. I don't blame you.
what big thing?
yeah.
Yeah, well, run us through it. Let's assume we all forgot what happened.
Mr. Mister kind of chuckles. You guys beat the Starmen. What do you mean, what big thing? You saved the day. Don't you remember?
I mean, it was all a blur. There was so much adrenaline going and everything, right, guys? It's just I couldn't remember unless you told me exactly what happened.
Oh, it's pretty simple. I mean, was like almost being beaten, and then you guys kind of came in and gave him some support, which is lucky, I guess, because is kind of relying on people to give him that fighting spirit, so he says.
Oh yeah. He's a bit of a jokester.
I'm sorry, what name did you say? And he's like, I got like a ringing in my ears from everything.
Mister Jr. just kind of like gives you a puzzled look. What do you,
I think they're saying Jodashi.
Nia, when you try to say it, it's distorted.
Oh,
And you two just kind of nods and just goes, yep, that's what I thought. Why is he being censored?
because the gold lady tried to erase him from existence?
Gold lady?
Maybe, but is this a reality where he's been erased completely, so
Hey,
you can't say his name?
Mr.
What do you-
Jr. What's the yellow up to these days?
I feel like that is perhaps in poor taste. Funeral
Yeah.
services will be held for them within the following few days.
This
Marisol
is
looks.
time for jokes. You know.
She looks devastated.
No, I mean, of course we knew about what happened. again, with everything going on yesterday with the Starmen, and and like he almost says Jodeci, but then he kind of stops and he just goes, and everything else that happened, it was just
Right.
it was a lot to process, and we still are, obviously.
If I pull out my Moby, what is the top news stuff?
The top news stuff is going to be, in this version, Starmen defeated, something that is corrupted text, arcade machine gun, bottles of water, and this very tiny one that just says Echo.
Oh, is this an echo? Guys,
Like-
I think we're
Like
in
the
an echo.
cup, like the Grail. Like how did we get
Echo?
stuck in it?
What are you talking about?
Well, we might as well meet everyone.
What?
Uh,
Meet who?
Yeah. So
We have to get back.
what else? Yeah. So yeah, you two turns to Mr. Junior and it's like, so what all did you need from us?
Just follow-up information and maybe some samples if we could get it at the Starmen, although we managed to collect a good deal of their technology. With the stuff that we got from them, we're hoping, quite frankly, we'll be able to put the Earth right back on the course it needs to be on. It's maybe too early to be optimistic, but I think you guys might have saved the world.
I mean that's all in a day's work for us. That's what we do. You said, wait, do we have samples of the Starmen here?
Simone
And
might.
Simone
you
does.
two look,
Yeah.
So yeah, you two looks to the group like, does anybody have anything?
And
But yeah,
someone will pop up like, oh yeah, it's just in my lab. We can go get them whenever you want. Do you want to sit down for a drink or anything first? Just
I
coming
think
here to.
Yeah, thank you.
yeah. Why don't the three of you head down and grab the samples and stuff? Clearly, we're still shook, and you two will kind of wave at the rest of us and just go. So I hope you don't mind if we just kind of lay out by the sea.
It's fine. I understand.
Of course,
I mean, y'all,
makes sense.
I know it's hard. What happened to Tyson in particular? Man.
Oh, that was rough.
But yeah, Mr. and Mr. Junior will accompany Simone to her lab, or what have you. So that it seems like you wanted time to talk amongst yourselves, you who have been displaced.
Jim, do you still
Yeah.
have the 2 items?
Do I?
No.
Oh no.
Marisol just has like watery eyes.
Okay, let's go sit down and figure this shit out real quick, because there seems to be a lot going on.
That gold thing, it had a lot of ripple energy.
Mia's searching up on if she can find what happened to Tyson.
There's not a lot of information, but it seemed that Tyson was fighting for the Starmen.
What?
What?
We have to save Tyson from the Starmen, guys.
I
The
don't
only
know if
picture-
it's going to be a problem in our current timeline. Seems
There's
like
a cool girl. No,
it seems like
we have
other
to.
stuff happened in this timeline.
No, I don't believe you. We have to go back and save Tyson from the cool girl at the candy shop, because definitely there's a cool girl dancing at the candy shop that's an alien.
Okay, I mean, I don't see why they would need to bring a person. I thought the fights were supposed to be us versus them, not us versus whoever.
They're fighting us for entertainment. They will do whatever they think is funny. They're gonna chew us up and spit us out like bubblegum.
Okay, yeah, Yutu kind of puts like his arms on like Mia's shoulder and is just like, Mia, I need you to take a breath.
Mia takes a big
We're-
breath.
Okay. Now we're all done spiraling for right now, so let's figure out what to do next, because I don't know how to get back.
Maybe if we go back to the spot we were before.
Okay, do any of us have a car? Because I'm gonna guess we don't have sweet sangria.
But shouldn't we use this to figure out maybe the future and change it for the better?
I mean, I guess we can. I mean, in this one we won, right? I mean, I'm sure Jodeci did the heavy lifting.
But he also said he destroyed the ELO for some reason.
I mean, if it was him and ELO versus the Starmen, maybe they didn't make it. And yeah, I guess what can we find out on our Mobies on repeater?
You would find out that the ELO is all dead, that they were killed under strange, mysterious circumstances that are still being investigated, and that no one's quite sure how or why, but they're all definitely dead. Their bodies have been recovered. And it seems like they didn't die under this circumstances of their death, like why they died, nobody's sure, but they've been beaten to death. They've been actually murdered.
Marisol swipes an arm across her eyes. Joe says he probably killed them. He was talking about it.